Hi kindergarten, today we are going to be learning about a new artist. His name is Vasily Kandinsky and he is from Russia. He liked to do something that was called modern art or abstract art, and that just means that he used a lot of shapes and lines. He didn't really mean to paint an object, so he didn't paint a house or a dog or a flower. He only used shapes and colors to make his picture. We are going to be doing something like this, and it's inspired by a painting that he made called Squares with Concentric Circles. Concentric circle is just a circle that keeps going around and around and around itself. So we're going to be making something like this today. You're going to need either crayons or crayon and some kind of paint. I'm really excited because I have my new paints today, but you can use watercolor if you don't have paints like this. You will also need paper, a pencil, and a ruler to get started. Okay, so we're ready to make our concentric circles. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to get our paper and we're going to keep it landscape, not portrait, we want it landscape, and we're going to be breaking up into 6 little squares or rectangles really. So I'm just going to do that by using my ruler, and maybe adults you can help here. I'm going to just measure across my paper, and I want 3 boxes going across. So I'm going to measure, this is 12, I'm going to do 4, 4, and I'm going to make lines down. I'm going to make them quite light. I don't really need to see them, they're just to help me make my circles. And I also want to make 1 line across, so I'm going to measure it down. This is 9, halfway is 4.5, and I'm going to put my line across. So now I have my 6 little boxes. I can get rid of my ruler and my pencil. So now I'm going to be using my crayon, but you could use crayon also. The only thing you need to do is you need to press pretty hard for this project because we're going to be painting over and we want our lines still to show. So in any box actually you can start. I'm just going to make a little dot or a little circle. And then I'm just going to keep changing colors, and I'm going to be putting a circle around that circle. And I'm going to keep going. Now you might be saying, that doesn't look like a circle. But guess what? Kandinsky's didn't really either. We're just going to be making something that is going around the same middle circle. You can keep changing your colors. You can keep your lines that you make. They can be thin, or you can thicken them up. You can use any colors you like. You can make them close to each other, or you can make a space in between. Now what's going to happen when I get close to the edge of my rectangle, it means I can't fit any more circles in. So I have room on this side, but not really this side. So I'm not going to do any more in this square. I'm going to move on to the next one. Again, I start with my little circle in the middle, and then I keep going. Again, I need to stop. I don't have any more room. Okay, so now I'm ready to paint. I am using these, they're actually tempera paint and they work just like a watercolour. Most of the kids have used them in school. Adults, if you have a kid who paints a lot, these are a really good paint to get because they don't run out quickly like your watercolours would. They're just called a tempera cake. So, I mean, I love these. I use these in school and they last forever. Okay, so just like a watercolour, I need to wet my paint, and I'm going to, each square is going to be a different colour. So I'm just going to wet up my paint, and then I'm going to go to the edge. As best as I can. I'm going to keep into my little rectangle or my square. And I can paint right on top of the crêpe. I actually want it to go into these spaces in between so that the whole square is filled. Okay, clean my brush. And I'm going to choose a different colour for each square. Okay, so now you have your circles and squares. I hope that you had as much fun making them as I did, and I can't wait to see yours.